Ever wanted to go along with an Instacart shopper and find out exactly what they do in order to do the shopping and to how much money they can make in a day? Follow me today as we go through and show you exactly how we're able to make over $20 an hour while shopping for Instacart. Want to start shopping for Instacart right away? Check out the link in the description below. Now, on to the show. Hi, I'm Tyler from The Rideshare Guy. On today's episode, you're going to be going along with me as I go out and drive for about 6 hours with Instacart in order to make as much money as possible with the goal of making $30 an hour. Unfortunately, I don't reach that goal, but I'm able to make quite a bit of money per mile. So stick around to the end to find out how much money I made per mile while driving with Instacart. Now, a few things to take note of as we are watching the video. Number one, several times you're going to see me shooting a video while we're driving. I was not the one doing the driving. My videographer, also known as my wife, was the one doing the driving, so I was able to do these videos safely. So please don't say that we were doing videos while driving, because we were definitely being safe doing that. So don't worry about that. Also, several times I mentioned how long I hope that something's going to take, a batch is going to take, and you'll see the image of exactly how long that took. So for instance, Instacart will tell you that they would like you to take 30 minutes for this batch or 58 minutes for this batch. And you'll notice I took a screenshot of it and posted it there so you can see, while I'm talking about how long I hope it's going to take, you can see how long it actually did take. And you'll notice it's always going to be a lot less time than what Instacart says. So one of them was Instacart wanted it to be about 58 minutes and mine was about 32. So that is definitely going to improve how much money you're able to make, because you're able to do these batches a lot faster than Instacart is wanting you to, and therefore make more money because you can get to the next batch that much faster. So now let's get started with the day of driving with me for about 6 hours, and we're going to start right at the checkout line for our first batch. So when you're doing the shopping, you want to make sure that you have the different orders in the different spots so that it's easy when you get to the final cash out process. Then once you're in your car, you want to make sure you're making it even easier again. Notice we put some in plastic bags and some in paper bags. That helps it to make it even easier. And to make sure we don't make a mistake even further, we make sure that we separate it even in the back of the car as we're going. So we finished our first order and I'm on my way to the next order. Both orders over $20. First order took less than an hour. This next order, hoping to do within 30 to 45 minutes. I'm trying to maintain about a $30 an hour average right now. Doing pretty good. Everything's looking great. Just give you a little heads up. Something that you might keep in mind for when you're doing your orders is when you're hungry and you got to get food, which we all got to do. Just take 10 minutes and eat properly. And that way you don't have to worry about getting blue cheese dressing all over your shirt while you're out driving and doing things. So just keep that in mind. Just take 10 minutes, guys. You'll be fine. Okay, so finished that order. It took just a little bit longer than we wanted, but we're still doing pretty good. We're we just hit hour 2 and we're about $45 so far. We just got another order back at the first store we went to. It is a larger order. It's about the same amount of items as the last order we picked up, but it's 3 different orders and it's a total of $33. So we should be able to do this one in about an hour or less. And then that's gonna bring our average up quite a bit. So I'm hoping to be able to get in and out in about 45 minutes. The items seem like pretty common stuff that we're pretty familiar with, so we should be doing pretty good on that. So I try to keep a picture if I'm delivering and leaving at the door, because that way if there's an issue later on, I don't have to worry about the customer saying I didn't leave something. I still have proof. So we've done 3 batches so far. We're about 3.5 hours in. We are on our way to our 4th batch, which is another $20. So that should get us to right around $100. We're hoping to get that done in about time, so we'd be at the 4.5 hour mark. So things are going pretty good right now. We're pretty happy so far. So pretty easy batches thus far. Nothing really too crazy. We've had a couple of alcohol orders that went super smooth, had their IDs ready. One of them was literally just a bottle of wine, and they tipped really well, so it was pretty awesome. So going great so far. on to the next one. I'm not saying that I got lost in the parking lot with groceries, but I'm not saying I did not get lost in the parking lot. So we just finished the last batch. As we were leaving, we had the customer message us after being in the store for about 30 minutes, cashing out all that. The customer then sent a message as we were pulling out of the driveway of the parking lot to tell us that they want no substitutes whatsoever. So this led to a conversation between the customer and I, as well as Instacart, back and forth. Ultimately, those two items were removed out and the customer was refunded. And so I simply asked if, hey, since this took about 20 minutes of my time, is there any reimbursement for this? I asked to the Instacart, and they gave me $5. So it was a little inconvenient, but I did get the $5 extra. So we're sitting right now at about $100 for the day. We just hit the 5-hour mark, so we're doing pretty good. We just got another order, a double order back at the same Publix, which has been the one we've been at almost every single order today. Just keep going to the same one because we're familiar with it. We can get in and out really quick. So we're going there now. The next order is a $28 one, so we're hoping to hit that $150 today. If we can get this one and then one more, we should be able to make it. So we'll see what happens. So we have finished the day. So you simply go offline and then it shows you all of the amount. So we made $129.85 today. It says 11 completed orders. A lot of that is because we had multiple orders on each batch. So we didn't have 11 different batches, but we did have 11 different orders because some of them were 2 or 3. So as you can see, we didn't reach our goal of $30 an hour. We were right around $22 an hour with those batches, but we had overall a great day. A lot of great key takeaways from that is we shopped at the same exact store. So we only went to 2 different Publix, which is a very common grocery store here, one of which is the one that we would go to if we were shopping for ourselves. So you always shop at stores that you're comfortable with, that you know where the items are. So that's going to be stores that, number one, you shop for yourself, but also ones that you've become comfortable with because of Instacart. An example of that for us, we didn't do one in this video, but we have in the past, is Sprouts. That's a store that we didn't know anything about before we started shopping with Instacart, and we found it because of that, and now it's a store that we actually go to and do our own grocery shopping because we've become so comfortable with it. We like the product and things like that they have at that store, so we've become comfortable with that. So that's one of our locations, but what we do with ours is we try to get it as little as possible on how many stores that we shop at, so that we're shopping at the same stores over and over again. This just happened on this day to just be the same 2, but usually we add about 3 or 4 other stores in the area. And we also kept track of how far away that the delivery was going to be to the store. Sometimes you'll get a delivery, especially if it's like a Costco order, which we don't shy away from Costco. We like to do Costco orders, but sometimes you'll get a Costco order, and because there's so few of those, the delivery is really far away, talking sometimes 45 minutes away to deliver, and then you got to get all the way back, and you can't guarantee that you're going to get shops on the way back so that you're going to make money. So you want to make sure that you don't even take that in the first place unless you're already over here and you need to get back there. So keep track of that, or the money's really, really good and it's worth it. But keep track of those things. You'll also notice that we didn't really take any orders under $20. It's kind of our minimum. Sometimes we'll go a little bit less or a little bit less depending on how many items. For instance, a wine delivery that's going to take me 4 minutes to walk in and then 2 minutes to deliver. If that's $10, $15, we'll definitely do that because it's quick, it's easy. We're able to get in and out and on to the next one. So no hard and fast rule on that, but typically with an actual full service, 20 is our minimum. We try to get as much as possible, obviously. So how much was I able to make per mile? Well, I drove 37.2 miles while I was driving today. We're going to round that up to $38. Or 38 miles. We're also going to round up the amount of money I made from 128 to 130, and that brings us to $3.44 per mile. So this is a great way to make money without putting a lot of wear and tear on your vehicle. Most of the work is in the store where you're in there shopping rather than driving around putting wear and tear on your vehicle. I know a lot of times when I'm doing other things such as Uber Eats or Grubhub that my goal is to make at least $1 per mile. Sometimes I reach that, sometimes I don't. But with Instacart, you're always getting $1, $1.50, $2 per mile. On this particular day, I was able to get well over $3 per mile. So a great way to make some money without putting that wear and tear on your car. What did you think of the video? How did you appreciate going along with us? We'd love to hear any questions or comments you have. Please leave them in the comment section below. We read every single one of them. If you found this video helpful, please give us a thumbs up. Really appreciate it. It helps us out. And please subscribe to the channel. We have new episodes that come out every single day. If you want to get started shopping with Instacart, please check out the link below in the description. And stay safe out there, everyone.